All right, it's time to talk about a very, very cool quick property asset that we've built to help you display keyboard shortcuts. So you just saw it up on the screen. First thing to note about it is that, wow, this is quite large. So if I was to take a look at my canvas size on this, we'll go in and I'm at QHD, which is 2560 by 1440. This guy right here is actually 1920 by 1368. So it's quite large visually. And it was done intentionally because you know what? Hey, if you want this scaled up, displayed prominent on the screen, you don't want any loss of quality. You don't want any fuzziness from the scaling. And it's very easy to resize them. So for example, if I just drive over to this example right here, you'll see that here's the same asset displayed at 50% scale, right? So it's smaller, it's going to still look great. You can use it however you want. Okay, a couple other things to note. So these things are very, very flexible. So you can resize this to any length. You're still going to get your animation that happens. You got your beginning animation. You come down in here at the end and it'll animate back out. It is masked up nicely for you so that it only comes on through the area that it will live in on the screen. So you can make it shorter than it originally was too. It's going to use behaviors under the hood to provide the animation. So completely flexible in that way. One more thing that I want to just talk about is styling, right? So if I select this, the great thing about it is a quick property asset. So quick property assets are themable. And so if you jump into the themes here and we come down and we choose a different theme, Sunkissed 70s, you can see that I've completely changed the look of this in one fell swoop with just a click of a button, right? Let's try a couple more. Kate, I really like that. Really clean, elegant look. One more. Let's go with Star Wars. Classic. Maybe not with this background. But so very easy to style. If you want control over the individual elements, like, hey, this separator's just not popping enough. Let's bring it up a little bit. There we go. So you have all of those at your disposal. You can change the borders of these things, like the key borders. So let's say I wanted to go with a very darkish like color here. I could. I'm going to undo that. And it's very subtle and not easy to notice, but there is a fill that is behind some of these things. So there's a fill behind these little pill buttons here. There's fills behind these actual keys too. So something to pay attention to and keep in mind. And then of course you've got the background color itself. You can adjust that individually to your heart's content. So we'll undo some of those changes. Now, the next thing you'll want to understand is how do you update all this with the quick properties capabilities. So here's the shortcut name. Let's just change this to, we'll just change it to ungroup. How about that? So just like that, simply edit things in. Now, on Mac, they have these nice little shortcodes, right? And so we even gave you a little bit of a extra help communicate what this is, because sometimes you don't remember what these things are, especially like that option key, right? Or the control key. So it's often great to reinforce both the symbol and the actual name of the key. So for this, you're going to want to update using symbols. Now you can type in text here, like you could do this, you could do command just like that, and it'll work. But if you want to use those Mac symbols that we're all so familiar with and really like, and are the sort of cheat codes, there's a couple ways you can do this. You can download the SF Symbols app, and it has all kinds of symbols that can be used in Camtasia. And if you come over to the keyboard category on this, I'm going to go ahead and copy this control symbol right here. I just select it, and I'm going to Command C, and I'll come back into Camtasia, and I'll come over here to where I've inserted that text, and I'll go Command V, enter, and now I have the control, and I'll want to update its alt text here. So let's go Control. And you can see I've got that just like that. And you would update those just like that. Another way to get those symbols is if you have the keyboard viewer, you can do the show emoji and symbols. And you come down to the technical symbols category. And in here, you'll see the same sort of thing. And again, similar, you select them, Command C, Command V. That's how that stuff works. So super easy to update, and you can just punch text into them if you want. Now, a couple things to keep in mind. There's a few different varieties of this. So we've got right here a 3-key combo right here. a 2 key, a large key with the shift in it, and a small key. And then we've got sort of a alternate of that, which is, just drag it down here and move to it. And that is a 2 key combo, just the 2 smaller keys here, right? So it covers a huge variety. Maybe we're still missing the, hey, mash all the keys, sort of 4 keys, four modifier keys or something like that. But this is going to get you going, and hey, we can always add more of those. So it's super versatile, very useful. I really hope you guys on Mac enjoy this, built especially for you.